Our assignment today is to make a raised fish pond made of timber and lined using a PVC liner. In the previous video I had uploaded earlier, I had explained the basic steps that are involved when you want to set up a raised wooden pond. In this video, I am going to show you a step-by-step procedure from start to end of the construction. However, I have uploaded a separate video that is explaining how the outlet system was installed on this particular pond. So let's get started. Once you have cleared the site and marked where the poles or posts will be located, you then proceed with the digging of the holes and placement of the posts. Personally, I prefer using strong posts. In this project, we sourced our posts from a company that supplies treated electric poles. It is important to ensure that the posts are standing upright, and this can be achieved by using a spirit level. Always use a string to ensure that all the posts are in line. Once all the posts are well fitted and in line, and the concrete has been given time to set and dry, now we embark on fitting the timber that will form the wall of our fish pond. You can use any size of timber as long as it has a thickness of at least 1 inch. Personally, I prefer using hardwood timber, and I always avoid using timber that is easily attacked by insects. You will notice that I'm providing for an overlap at the corners in order to have a very strong and well supported pond. You will also notice that I'm trying to avoid straight joints and leaving as little space as possible between the planks of wood. Remember that when constructing this type of pond, the weakest link and the most challenging part is how you handle the corners, both during construction and when laying the liner. If you don't do it well, they may pose a problem, especially on the structure itself. After fixing the planks of timber to a level that is required, remember we had said about 80 centimeters or it may be 1 meter depending on your preference, we then fix a rim of timber on top of the finished pond. This rim, apart from offering added stability, also covers the posts and ensures that they are protected from direct rain. It also gives an allowance for someone who wants to lean on the pond either for feeding purposes or for observations. For our timber to be able to last long, we need to protect it against termite attack and moisture penetration. To be able to achieve this, we are using two approaches. One is to paint the timber using used oil. And two, after we are finished with the construction, we shall apply an anti-termite chemical all round the pond. After we are done with fixing the top rim, we again check to ensure that the level is still as we initially intended. Because if the pond is leaning on one side, then it means the water will start overflowing from the lower side before it reaches the top of the raised part. For us to be able to confirm that the level is uniform, we are going to use a clear hose pipe filled with water. So far, so good. Our pond is now complete. We have done the initial levelizing of the bottom, and we have made a small trench for installation of our outlet system. We will then proceed to do the initial levelizing of the pond and remove any excess soil. Before installing the liner, we will also be required to remove any sharp edges along the timber that may potentially damage the liner when put under pressure when the pond is full. Once we have confirmed everything is okay, we then use carton boxes to provide a soft padding for the liner to be laid on. Any form of padding will do as long as it serves the purpose. Ensure that every part of the timber is covered, including the top rim. To be sure that no protruding object from the soil will damage our liner, especially when it is under pressure with water, we will provide a soft padding or buffer using sand. As we do this, we also ensure that the outlet point is well cleared and the bottom is sloping towards this outlet. Levelizing and compacting the surfaces makes it easy for water to drain faster towards the outlet point. You will then prepare the drainage point as I have described in my previous videos before you fit the liner. When fitting the liner, you should pay special attention to the corners. You should also ensure that there are no unnecessary folds on the liner that may impede water drainage or expose the liner to damage. Finishing of the corners is very tricky and should be handled with a lot of care to avoid any damages. Any excess liner can be cut off in order to ensure a good finish. Try as much as possible to avoid any loosely hanging piece of liner. At the outlet point, we only fix a plug on the drainage pipe. We can now conclude our construction by fixing the flood trap cover and screen on the inside. I have uploaded a separate video on the procedure of doing this.